Hello friends, welcome to Gcentric. So in this lecture we will continue with our next problems, that is equivalent RLC networks. So in this lecture now we will move on to the 12th problem, and that is we have given a cube and we need to find the R equivalent in between these 2 points A and B. Okay. So to find that the equivalent resistance points between A and B, what we have to do is we have to put a voltage source in between that. Okay. So before that, what we need to calculate, we have to know voltage as well as current for the resistance, each of the resistor. So now this is a dead circuit, we do not have any voltage source. So what we will do is we will connect we will extend this point B and we will extend this point A, and we will connect DC voltage source. Okay. So when the voltage source is connected, some amount of current will flow through the circuit, that is I. Now what will happen, since all the values of the resistors are equal, that is R and R, the division of the current will be same. Now if the direction of the current is in this way, then the R, this R and this R, these three branches gets the same amount of current. Okay. So in this direction the current will start flowing. So it will be nothing but I by 3. So this much amount of current flows in the equal amount of current flows in all the three branches. That is because the value of resistors are equal. Okay. So now moving further, here also the same amount of current is there, that is I by 3. Now we will get two branches here. Okay. So this is again this I by 3 gets divided equally. So when it gets divided equally, it will be I by 6, and here also it is I by 6. Okay. So again moving further, so from this branch I by 6 is moving, then it again further it gets divided. Okay. So this is nothing but again here also it moves in this way, again in this way. Okay. So it is I by 3. Here also it will be I by 3. Okay. Now for applying KVL, what we need a loop. Okay. We will not move into this other parts of the this cube to calculate the value of current, because we just need only one loop. Okay. So now here also we will move, if we start moving in this way, it will form a loop. If we start from B and we will move to A and again back to B. So this is the formation of the loop, and each of the resistors has got its own current. Okay. So applying KVL in this way, okay, in this direction, what we will get, so we will redraw the circuit first. Okay. So here if this is point A, then here is resistor R, the amount of current is I by 3. Next, after this we will come to this part, the current is, here the current is I by 6, it is R, again I by 6. Now what will happen, again it is getting divided in the branch. So how much is the current? I by 3. Now these resistors are not in series, they have got branches. There is some other circuit after this resistors. Okay. So we should not get confused with the branches. That means if these are not in series. Now this, if we are moving in this way, okay, so we have got here I by 3. Now whatever amount of current is entering the loop, that much amount of current must leave the circuit. Okay. Now if we take this, we will calculate the voltage drop. Okay, this is again plus minus V, and from here the current I is leaving and getting divided into these three resistors. Now we will apply KVL in this direction. So what we will get is, we will have to find the voltage drop. Since it is passive element, here it is plus and here it is minus, plus minus, plus and minus. So voltage drop is, here it is nothing but I into R. So I by 3 times R, then it is leaving the circuit. So minus I by 6 into R, next again minus I by 3 into R. So this sum will be equal to 0. Sorry, and here also it is plus V. Okay. So now if we rearrange these terms, we will get IR by 3 minus IR by 6 minus IR by 3 equal to 0. So this what we will get, so this is minus, yeah. So V is equal to, here also it is minus, so minus IR by 3, IR by 3 is 2 IR by 3, it is minus IR by 6 equal to 0. So once you solve it, we will get R is equal to 5 by 6 times of I. Okay. Sorry, this is R, R, A, B. So we have to rearrange the terms, we have to take I common. Okay, so then we will get V by I, which is nothing but, so V is nothing but I into R. So if you want R equivalent, what we will get? V upon I. So here we have V, take all the other terms in this direction. So we will take common I, then divide it by V. So what we will get is R equivalent, that is 5 by 6 times of R. This is for resistors. If it is for inductors, same thing, this is between the points A, B. So here also for inductor, it is 5 by 6 upon L. Okay. But whereas for the capacitance, it is the opposite case. That is CAB, we will get it as 6 by 5 upon 6 by 5 times C. Okay, capacitance is opposite to inductor and resistor. Okay, so this is the problem of the cube. Now this is only for the equivalent resistors. Okay, so it has got same values, the R is same, but if the R is different value, then the division of the current will be different. Okay, so we will move on to our next problem. Okay, coming to the next problem. So the problem number 13, they have asked us to calculate the equivalent resistance between the 2 points, that is A and B. So now there is one more rule. Okay, so whenever you find a voltage source or a current source in the circuit, then for voltage source you need to short circuit this one if there is voltage source, or if there is current source. This is only when they have asked to calculate the equivalent resistance. Okay, so if there is current source, then what we will do? We will make it open. Okay, we will open the circuit of that, or we will open that branch wherever that voltage source or current source is present. Okay, so now in this question we have got voltage source. So if it is voltage source, what we need to do? We need to short the circuit. So we will remove this one and we will short the line. Okay, now the current, the property of the current is that it must take the least resistive path. So the current will not flow in this branch, it will move in this way. Okay, so this is a dummy branch. So there is no value for this 2 ohm resistor. So now you can redraw the circuit. You will get this as 1 ohm, then here it is 3 ohms. Okay, so if they have asked to calculate the equivalent resistance here. So now these two are in series. So what will be the answer? It is RAB is equal to 1 plus 3, which is nothing but 4 ohms. Coming to the 14th problem. So what it is? We have got the current source. So when the current source is given, then we need to open this branch. Okay. So when we open the branch, the current will not take this path because it has got high resistance. It will take the least resistive path. So the current will move in this direction. So now also all three are in series if you remove this branch. Okay. So when they are in series, the resistor gets added. So it's nothing but RAB is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6 ohm. So coming to the 15th problem. So they have asked us to calculate again the R equivalent between the 2 points A and B. So but here what is the important thing to notice is that it has got a dependent source and there is no active elements, that is voltage source or current source is not present. So when such circuits are given, what we have to do is we need to active this circuit. Okay, so this is only when they have asked us to calculate the equivalent resistor. So we will add the voltage source. we'll add the voltage source and make it active. So because of that, some amount of current will flow through the circuit. So when the current comes here, it will get divided. In this branch we already know the current, so it is I by 3. Now we will apply KCL at node A. So when we apply KCL at A, we will get I plus I by 3. Okay, this is entering and that is leaving. So I is equal to, we will put this something as I double dash plus I double dash. So we need to find this current. I double dash is nothing but 3I minus I upon 3, that is nothing but 2I upon 3. So this much amount of current flows through this branch. Okay. So now after that we can say how much our current is flowing through this circuit, that much amount of current leaves the circuit. So I is entering the circuit, so I will leave the circuit. Okay. So now we know the current in this branch also. Now what we have to do is we need to calculate the equivalent resistance. So to calculate the equivalent resistance, what we will do, we will apply the KVL. So because we know that voltage is nothing but voltage is equal to I into R. So we know the voltage, we know the current, so we can directly calculate the resistance. So we will form a loop, we will find a loop. Okay, so we will move in this direction. Okay, now moving in that direction, what we will get, plus V, then we have got here plus and this is minus, so it is again minus I, then coming here minus, the current is entering in this direction, it means plus and minus. Okay, so minus 2I upon 3 into 3. Okay, multiplication of voltage, multiplication of current into resistor. Then again coming back here, so this is plus and this is minus, it is minus 2I equal to 0. So now this 3 get cancelled, V is equal to, so I 3I minus 5I. So now nothing but V by I is equal to 5 ohms. So this is nothing but R A B. Okay. So this completes this equivalent resistance problems. So whenever the dependent source is given and whether there are no active voltage source or active current source, what we have to do is we need to make this circuit active. Then once it is made active, what we have to do, we need to apply the KVL. Okay, we cannot short or open the dependent sources. Okay, so we have to activate the circuit by adding a voltage source. And also when voltage source is given, we need to short the path, and when current source is given, we need to open the path. Okay, so in the next lecture we will move on to the star delta conversion. Okay, thank you.